Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Cat Experts, session number 7 of Daily Dose series. And the topic for today's session is going to be index of greatest power. When you are asked to find the number of 5 in the factorial of any number of 2 in the factorial of any number, then we are going to use this concept index of greatest power. Okay, so I will take you to the discussion of this theory first, and then we will handle the question related to this particular concept. So let's see what is this concept of IGP, which we generally call index of greatest power. Let me give you a number 100 factorial, and you want to find out the number of zeros at the end of this expansion. Now, to find out the number of zeros manually will be very difficult. So in such kind of question, we can use the theory of index of greatest power. To give you the concept, let me consider a very easy number, which is 10 factorial, right? Now 10 factorial can be written as, you all know, it can be easily written as 10 into 9 into 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 into 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now I want to find out the number of zeros. Now you have to understand how we can make the number of zeros. If I have 1 5 and 1 2, how many zeros I will get? 1 0. Excellent. Now I will take 1 5 and 2 2s. Still I will get only 1 0, right? Let me take 2 5 and 1 2. I will get 1 0. Now let me take multiplication of 2 5 and 2 2s. 5 5s are 25, 4s are 100. Now I am getting 2 zeros. Just try to understand. 1 0. Why? Because I have only one pair of 5 and 2. One pair of 5 and 2 give me 1 0. One pair of 5 and 2 give me 1 0. But as soon as I have two pairs of 5 and 2, I am getting 2 zeros. So to generate 0, you should have minimum one pair of 5 and 2. Whatever number of pairs that you can generate for 5 and 2, that should be the number of zeros at the end of that product. So I will try to find out number of 2's in 10 factorial and number of 5 in 10 factorial. Let's try to count number of 5's. How many 5's are there in the expansion of 10 factorial? Let's count. I can see 1 5 over here, and 10 will contain 1 0. That means 5 into 2. Total number of 5 in 10 factorial are going to be 2. Let us find out number of 2 in 10 factorial. I can see 1 2 over here. 4 can be written as 2 into 2. So there will be 2 2's in 4. I can see 1 2 in 6, 3 2 in 8, and one more in number 10. So how many total 2's are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So it is very much clear. I have 5 with me 2 times, 2 8 times. So how many pairs of 5 and 2 I can generate? Yes, 2 pairs I can generate. That means number of zeros at the end of 10 factorial is going to be 2. I hope you are very much clear with this. Now let's use this concept to find out the number of zeros in 100 factorial. That was our original question. Okay, that's interesting. 100 factorial. Now to find out the number of zeros, I should find out number of 5 in 100 factorial and number of 2 in 100 factorial. Now question arises, how fast I can find out the number of 5 and number of 2's? Let's get back to the previous question. Now, this was our question, 10 factorial. You can see number of 5's are 2 and number of 2's are 8. Can there be any shortcut way to do this? Yes, definitely. Let's check how to do this. If the given number is 10 factorial and you want to find out number of 2 in 10 factorial, you have to simply divide that number by 2. So 10 by 2 will give me 5. Now since 5 is again divisible by 2, I will divide this 5 by 2. I will get the answer as 2.5. Ignore the decimal part. 5 by 2 is 2.5. I will take it as 2. Again, 2 by 2 will give me 1. And then further division is not possible by 2. Simply add all these digits to 5, 6, 7 and 8. I am very much confident number of 2 in 10 factorial should be 8. In the similar fashion, if you want to find out the number of 5, you should divide the number 10 successively by 5. If you are asked to find the number of 3, you can divide the number by 3 and so on. Right? So let me give you the same concept now, or we will use the same concept to find out the number of 5, number of 2, and let's say number of 3 in 100 factorial. Okay. So I will start dividing it by 5. 100 by 5 will be 20. 20 by 5 is going to be 4. Further division is not possible. So number of 5's are 24. Let's calculate number of 2. 100 by 2 will be 50. 50 by 2, 25. 25 by 2 is going to be 12.5. I will consider it as 12. 12 by 2, 6. 6 by 2 is 3. 3 by 2 is 1.5. So I will take it as 1. And further division is not possible. So let us add them. 50 and 25, 75. 75 and 12, 87. 87 and 10, 97 2's are there. Now to handle the question, number of zeros at the end of this product become very easy. I have 5 24 times and 2 97 times. So how many pairs of 5 and 2 I can generate? The list of them, 24 pairs. So the answer for our question in 100 factorial, number of zeros has to be 24, because 24 pairs of 5 and 2 are there. So 24 zeros will be there at the end of the product 100 factorial. Remember one thing, whatever rule that we are using, that will be valid only when you are asked to find the number which is prime number. I want to find out the number of 5's in 100 factorial. 5 is prime number, 2 is prime number, 3 is prime number. If somebody asks you to find out the number of 15 in 100 factorial, so I cannot simply start dividing it by 15. We will discuss that concept in our next session, right? So this is what you should remember. If you want to find out, let us consider one more example. You will understand it much better. 125 factorial, how many 3's will be there? Right? We have to find out the number of 3's. So start dividing 125 by 3. This will become 3 4's are 12, 3 1's are 3. Thereafter decimal. So leave that part. 41 by 3. 3 1, 13 3's are 39. Excellent. 13 by 3 will become 4. 4 by 3 will give me 1, and the further division is not possible. So what is the final answer? 41 and 13, 54, 54 and 5, 59. So how many number of 3's in 125 factorial? It is going to be 59. Right? So you must have understood this concept of IGP. When the factorial of any number is given to you and you are asked to find the number of prime numbers in it, you can use the concept of index of greatest power, right? So let's solve one question based on this concept. So this is the question that we have to solve. This is actual CAT question, right, guys? Understand the question? What is asked? What is the number of, what will be the number of zeros at the end of this simple expression for you? Right? Tell me one thing. If it is 10 square, number of zeros are going to be 2. If it is 10 cube, number of zeros 3. If it is 100 raised to power 3, how many zeros should be there? 6. This is a very easy concept, right? How can I get this answer as 2? Just see the number of zeros in the base. 1 multiply by power 1 into 2. That will give me the answer as 2. Over here, number of zeros in the base 1 into power 3. I will get 3 zeros in the expansion of 100 cube. What will happen over here? Now the base consists of 2 zeros and power 3. So number of zeros are going to be 6. How to use this concept to solve the number of zeros at the end of the given expression? So as we have discussed, can you tell me number of zeros at the end of 10 factorial? Yes, we have just discussed 2 zeros. So I can say this expansion should have 2 zeros and the rest of the digit on its left part. How many number of zeros will be there in 20 factorial? 20 factorial, I will try to find out the number of zeros. So 20 by 5 will become 4 and further division is not possible. So I will get 4 zeros at the end of 20 factorial, right? And the rest of the digits on its left. What will happen in 30 factorial? Number of zeros in 30 factorial. 30 by 5 will be 6. 6 by 5 is going to be 1. Right? So total number, am I right? 30 by 5 is 6, 6 by 5 is 1. So total number of zeros at the end of expansion of 30 factorial should be 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And rest of the digits on its left. Last, let's find out the total number of digits at the end of 40 factorial. I will do it over here. 40 by 5, 8. 8 by 5 is going to be 1. That is 9. Right? 8 plus 1, 9. So let me write 9 zeros in 40 factorial. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And rest of the digits on its left. Now, when I will add all these 4 numbers, how many zeros will be there at the end? I will get 1 0. I will get 2 zeros, right? Since this digit is a non-zero digit, this number will also become non-zero digit, even though these 3 numbers consist of 3 zeros, but the final addition will become non-zero digit. So what can I say? This number given in the bracket should have 2 zeros at the end. And as per this rule, my answer at the end of this product, if I want to find out the number of zeros, should be base consists of 2 zeros at the end, multiply by the power, that is 10 factorial plus 20 factorial plus 30 factorial plus 40 factorial. So this is going to be my final answer for this question. Right, students? I hope you must have enjoyed this particular question. This was a very nice question to discuss. That's why I discussed this question with you all. So this is where I will put an end for today's session. I hope you must have enjoyed this session. See you tomorrow with Daily Dose at the same time. Thank you very much.